Ooh, it's cold already. We just take it. Look at that. Yay! Hey everybody, it's Ozone. We are back once again in the world of Vintage Story. I have been a busy beaver in between episodes. Look at this garden that I've got planted right next to my house. The house still looks like garbage, but the garden, well, the garden really satisfies my OCD. I took this shallow lake that was here and turned it into a garden, and it's doing really well. I had collected a whole bunch of medium fertility soil from across the way and brought it in here and laid this all out so that everything has a little bit of water associated with it. I even lined it with this cobblestone and tried to enclose it in these fences, although I didn't have enough materials to fully do it. But my goal was to try to keep the grass out, and well, you see how well that worked, doesn't it? Yep. All right. Well, I also got rid of the hill that was right here, dug all that out, so I have a ton of dirt now. But yeah, the homestead is coming along really nicely. I have these set out so that there are 8 plots around a source of water. And the goal is that each time one of these plots finishes growing, we're going to rotate it to another plot. And this is, like I said, all laid out with medium fertility soil because we have to worry about soil fertility, right? So if I look at this, it has 50% N, 50% P, and 50% K. But if I look at, say, this block, which is currently growing some turnips, it has 45% N because turnips is an N-based crop. And the N, K, and P relates to potassium, nitrogen, and phosphate. You know, the same stuff that fertilizer is really related to in the real world. And this is something that we also have to take into consideration, is the soil fertility. Now, there's a way to make fertilizer, and I haven't figured it out yet. It has something to do with bone meal, probably. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with this setup. Things seem to be growing pretty well. Now, in here, you look at all of my berry bushes that I brought over, and look, they're starting to turn brown. That's because if we look at the time, it's in August. It's currently August 5th. And that means winter is going to be coming, and these berry bushes are going to stop producing here pretty soon. But for the time being, I'm happy to let them stay on the vines ripe because I can just go up and collect some whenever I need, and which is often, you know, which is often. Now, furthermore, down here, my crops against the lake are doing fairly well. I had done as much for medium fertility soil as I could, but the initial stuff that I had planted was on low fertility soil, and this stuff is taking a long time to grow, which is why I had to make sure and collect that medium fertility soil. But they're getting there. You know, this rye is almost done, and I've had several turnips. Yep, here's some turnips right here that are done. Very nice. But now I'm going to be moving everything over into the garden here, because I have another row, well, a whole nother square here for turnips. Yeah, these guys are full and doing well, so we're going to start another new one right here. And like I said, because these are watered and adjacent to water, see, if you look at this level, we also have 75% moisture, which is better than some of the other ones. Like this one doesn't have any moisture right next to it, so it's only at 50% moisture. And this is where I planted the onions. I had a small oopsie over here with placement of the soil, so I accidentally killed that source block. And I don't think that there's really anything I can do about it. I think flowing water is not considered enough moisture. I think it has to be source blocks. I'm going to leave this here and we're going to test that. I don't know. But I am happy with this bit of work in the garden, and I'm sad that my house is still looking terrible as a dirt house. But I've been very busy in other manners too. I went to the Southwest and did a lot of exploring and found a lot of materials. So let's take a look at that clip right now. All right, well, we have another beautiful day. Let's head out. This time I want to go to the southeast. I've identified what looks like it might be another gravelly area out here. So I'm going to that orange block there, And let's do some more copper prospecting, because I don't really think that I have enough copper. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, I was going to say I'm probably going to stay overnight, because it's far away, and forage along the way. But it looks like we have a trader right here, which I have not encountered before. Now, there are other people in this world. There are traders. And, hi there, furniture trader. Haven't I seen you before? You just wake up? Well, I don't know what you mean. Your kind has been popping up like daisies across the land. Don't know where you're from. Don't know what you're doing here. None of you seem keen to talk about it. Oh, I'm not entirely sure myself. I'm just trying to survive, as always. He nods soberly, as always. So let's ask why gears? Well, they're limited. They're durable, and they're frankly useless to us. Perfect for currency. Wish they weren't so damn heavy, though. Surely you could find something of better use? Truth is, these gears mean something special to most folks. We have no idea why they're out here, but you can find them in old places of the world, or deep under the surface if you dare. They're seeds of the past. They're a promise of the future, and like it or not, many of us feel God's grace upon them. They're part of something greater, as are we all. These are holy symbols to us, and what could make better trade than that which is sacred? I see. So what can you trade? You are a furniture trader, so everything's going to be pretty expensive. Well, I mean, a table's not too expensive. 2 gears. I have 1 gear, however. So I really can't afford anything that you've got. Sorry, my friend, but I'm definitely going to mark you here. And can I see this on the... well, sort of. I don't know. So unfortunately, it looks like I'm at least not able to tell them just by looking at the map. Alright, so we've got a sandy area. That's what I had thought. It's not quite the gravelly area that I was hoping it would be, but I'm also not really seeing a lot of stones around here, you know? Or at least, not the ones that I want to pick up. I am going to pick up all the stones again. Oh, what do we got here? A conch. A deep purple conch. Well, it looks like it grinds into lime like the other seashell that I had, but I really don't want to take a lot of time and fill up a lot of inventory with shells. I guess I also need to be looking at digging up some dirt. I definitely want some medium fertility dirt, so I'm going to at least grab a stack of this. I want to take this stuff back. It's been a little rare around my homestead, and probably for the time being I'm going to dig, make my house out of it, but I definitely want to have some of it anyway. I feel like it's worth it to have a few dirt huts around, you know, so that when I am traveling, I have a place to stay. So this will be good. Oh, hey, there's some copper right here. I got more copper. Good. I need to find more copper. Well, I'm here at my new home away from home. Like I said, I intended to come down here, check out this area, which I thought might be gravelly. It's sandy, and I didn't really find anything that good here, but I did find some copper here, and I built my house right on top of this copper vein, because I intend to do a little mining tonight. While everybody else is out causing trouble and whatnot, I'm gonna mine some copper. So let's go. I like to dig these little pokey holes, trying to see if I can accidentally hit the vein. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that about every couple levels, it seems. Or at least I think that's a good way to do it. Aha! Finally, here we go. I didn't actually come all this way for copper. I just came for any resource that I could find, but I am glad to have found some more copper. Very nice. And honestly, this is a nice big vein. I'm getting lots of pieces from this. This is really good. Now if I can find some tin, we would be set. Alright, now that I've got everything cleared out, I'm going to break a couple more to see if there might be more hidden elsewhere. Of course, break it with the prospecting pick. No ords nearby, so that means I got absolutely everything. All right. Good, 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 good. But all told, oh man, look at that. 77 nuggets of medium copper worth 20 copper units each. That's huge. 1,400 units, that'll give me 14 copper tools. Wow. Totally worth the trip, even if I got to deal with the growling outside. Oh, well, you know, that's why. That's why we had the growlers last night. Oh, well. It's a bright new day, though, and I think it's worth trying to do some more exploring, find some more stones to pick up, and maybe find some more copper, or something better. Okay, right here, we've got more copper. Wow. Not much, but that's not far from my house, and I would definitely maybe build another house and do some mining here the next night. Mark it away. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but there's some ore there that I want to go check out. Looks like there's also some ore over here. Whoa, this is a nice zone. What do we got here? This is borax. I don't know what you use borax for, but I can see that there's some around, and I definitely want to get it. And then what is this over here? Lead. Well, again, I don't know what you use lead for, but I'm going to mark it. Oh, that's kind of cursed. That's a little cursed. Anyway, it looks like we need borax to do smithing. Interesting. And we've got a nice cave here, but I did not bring light with me. So I'm not planning on doing any cave-in, but wow, 2 new ores found? That's huge. Wonder what else we got in the area. Well, I think that was a pretty successful trip. Now it's time to head home. I really just don't have any more room, and I've gotten a bunch of stuff that I actually want to get home. So that's the reason for going home. It's nice to be home once again with the spoils of my expedition. Not only did I get like 2 stacks of medium fertility soil, which is going to be really, really good, I got all this copper. So amazing. Well, let's grab that hammer and see what it actually breaks down to. So this one is supposed to be worth 40 units of copper, so it turns into 8 nuggets. Nice. And all of this. Whoa, I got tons of copper now. Tons. Do I keep going on the hunt for 10 so that I can get some bronze, or do I just go straight to the copper anvil? I'm not quite done and given up on finding 10 yet, but wow, I can definitely make that copper anvil if I wanted to now. Well, it's another beautiful day, and you know what? I've had a chance to sleep on it and think about it, and I want to try to go get that cassiterite. I've got more than enough copper, honestly. I've got some 600 nuggets now, which could make 3,000 units of copper, so I could definitely make that copper anvil. But I know where there's supposedly a high concentration of cassiterite, so I'm going to try to use my prospecting skills and go get it. Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, well, let's give it a shot. So it was right about here where I had the highest concentration of 0.15%. I've come to learn that that's based on the distribution of the generation, and it's not guaranteed at all. It's just based on the generation rules, this is where it has the highest probability. So I think I'm going to try to scout out this area pretty thoroughly by using my prospecting pick, and I'm just going to go as much as I possibly can with the picks that I have. So now that I'm down here at Y level 100, which is about where I found copper the last time, I really hadn't been keeping track the times before, but it seems like a good Y level to me. I'm going to start doing a little bit more prospecting in terms of just creating a tunnel and periodically checking with my pro pick if there's anything around. A big part of this is going to be making the pokey holes. And I want to do 4 holes deep and then use the pick so that I'm testing the block that is the farthest away from me. I think this is going to give me the best possible coverage. At least I think the strategy is sound. But what this means is that there are 15 blocks of cassiterite in 1,000 blocks in this area. Again, and that's based on the distribution of when the world was generated. So it's purely theoretical, and you don't know anything until you start to get some hits on your pick. So that's the plan. That's the plan. And if this doesn't really work out, then I'll go down probably 10 levels. I'll go down maybe another 10 on the Y level and try again. Although honestly, my pick isn't going to last that long. But I feel like I want to give this a try anyway. You know, it's my best shot. Do you hear that? Oh man, terrible, terrible timing, game. This area is just going to be overrun with drifters when night falls. Well, I don't really have the food to stay in the whole night, and I don't want to deal with that. So I guess the plans just got cut short. Well, I tried to get away from that rift, found myself a nice little hidey hole, and what do you know it? There's another rift right here. Not looking good, and my wheel's spinning and going down, so I'm not really happy about that. But I did find some small amounts of copper in the little hole that I dug, or at least my pro pick said there was some, so I've been down here trying to spend the night by prospecting and searching for this copper without much luck. But yeah, this is my life now. This is my life. Well, I don't know what's going on. There's a drifter hanging out in the water there. It's full on daytime. I don't know why they're still here. I had one right at the doorway here and throwing rocks at me and stuff. I just want to get out. I don't know why the drifters are still around. Yeah, I see another one over there still. Just gonna go run for it. My wheel is spinning backwards, so my temporal stability is getting better. I guess this is what I needed, just to get away from that rift. Now furthermore, I've been making a bunch of molds in between time. I've got some ingots over here at the anvil, which I think I already had. I made this one as a hoe mold, an axe mold, and the most recent one over here, this is a falx mold, which is a blade of some kind. So I think if I put this with a stick, we have a copper falx. And let's look at the stats on this. This does 3.8 hit points per swing and is a attack tier 2 weapon. Where if we look at the copper spear, this is 2.8, so it's a full hit point less and is an attack tier 0. So I think this falx is going to be my new best friend when it comes to attacking things. It should do a whole lot better, especially hopefully against those drifters. Now this mold right here is a lamellay. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is armor, and you need a lot of these in order to make copper armor, or well, any kind of armor. And so I'm kind of holding off on that. I want to save my copper for the time being. I do have lots of it, and I could totally make some copper armor, but I am holding out for bronze, which is better, and that's what this episode is really all about, isn't it? But I do have this watering can, which I made up, so we should be able to go ahead and water these crops. And now if I look at the soil, it says 100% moisture, and their growth speed is 98%, as opposed to these, which is 75% moisture, done naturally by this source block, with a growth speed of only 88%. Now, 98 versus 88 isn't that big of a difference, and it's all going to be really good, but at the same time, winter is approaching, and I want as many of these grains and vegetables as I possibly can when going into winter, because they save the longest, and I have a feeling I'm going to need to be dipping into those savings. So I really want to build up my stockpile of grains and vegetables as we get closer and closer to winter. But I guess now that I have the watering can, I'll go ahead and use it, and we'll just try to get these all going just as fast as we can, right? Apparently it doesn't take that much water in order to bring these guys up to 100% moisture. Nice. Well, looks like that's what I'm doing in the meantime. But for today, I'm going to try one more time for that cassiterite. I really want to get into the Bronze Age. Like I said, I have enough copper in order to make that anvil now, and I really want to get into the anvil because it opens up so much. But like I said, also, I want to try to find that 10. So we're going to give it another day of prospecting for 10. Well, I finally made it. It was nighttime by the time I made it, so it looks like I'm digging through the night. But this is where I had done my previous digging in the past. And I'm hoping there's no drifters down here. Doesn't seem to be. Very nice. Well, looks like this is my night. Let's hope I hit cassiterite. Ooh, you see that? Trace amounts of cassiterite. I think I'm finally on the right path. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so it said there were no ore nodes near down at that end, but there's still trace amounts down at this end. So I think I need to go down even more, or maybe up. Let's try to go up. I know because of gravel falls, this is dangerous. And yeah, I've been hit by a gravel fall once before, but I could have overshot it. And hopefully this will tell me if I've overshot it. No ore nodes nearby. So let's dig down. Let's dig down and test that. Hopefully that will give me some better news. Come on, tell me so there's some better cassiterite down here. Trace amounts. Well, it's definitely not up. So I guess we keep going down. I could just jump down there, but I don't know that I have a good way to get out. So I still like the idea of making a stair step. And I hope, this is the only torch that I have, I hope that none of the drifters are spawning in the tunnels behind me, honestly. You know what? I think, yeah, I can make some more torches. Let me do that. Alright, I don't know if these guys that I'm hearing are part of a cave or have just spawned outside. I did block the entrance in, so I'm hoping that they're outside and that I'm not going to break into a cave. If I break into a cave, oh, this may be a much shorter trip than I had hoped. Alright, let's do a pokey hole here and see if we can find any cassiterite this way. Small amounts. Okay, we're getting closer. I do think that we need to go down further, because it seems like the further we go down, the higher the amounts are. Okay, so let's do another pokey hole right here. These, oh, is that it? 10 ore! There it is. Yay! Oh, wow. Finally, it's here. It's here. Finally, I found some. Oh, let's hope we get enough to make a full tin ingot with this. Oh, let's hope. And it's all gone already. Oh my gosh. I'm sure it's not all gone. It's spread out over a pretty big area from what what I've seen in other videos. And it says there's trace amounts. Yeah, medium amounts. So we're still close. It's just a matter of finding it amongst all this rock. Wow, looks like I got a lot of digging to do tonight. Alright, I have a feeling we need to go down a little deeper. I don't know. We're still saying medium amounts at this node, when that node down there had only trace amounts. So, oh, there we go. There's some more. Gosh, this stuff is rare. This stuff is not clustered together at all. And I don't know how much more my pick is going to take. I don't know if I'll be able to find enough. In order to cast an anvil, I need close to 20 pieces here. Oh wait, these pieces are 10 units of 10. Oh, that should be more than enough. No, I need 100, so I need 10 of these nuggets. Let's hope my pickaxe lasts. Ooh, a nice little cluster. 3 pieces? Nice. Oh, this is the mother lode. We are here. Oh, so nice. Finally, finally, finally. We're here. We got the 10s. We're going to be in the Bronze Age. All right, it says trace amounts nearby. I'm gonna keep digging. I mean, there's some nearby. Oh my, it's a drifter, and it's a surface drifter. Woo! So they can spawn. I have some dirt. I've been lighting up my path behind me a little bit, but not a lot. So looks like I better block it off good while I continue to dig for the last little bit of remaining cassiterite. Pick is not going to last much longer though. Large amounts. Whoa, large amounts. I have a feeling we might need to go down more, and I have a feeling that I'm going to be coming back here in the future when we need more tin. Wow. Wow, this is looking like a really big vein. Oh. Well, that was that. That is all of my pickaxe, but wow, I got a lot of cassiterite. 70 some odd nuggets. Ah, amazing, amazing. Now I just got to get out of here because there were drifters behind me. Let's hope that we don't have any problems. Oh, this feels so good. It's so good to be outside. Wow. But I gotta mark this. This is my mine. Whew. It is a long way to get here and to go home. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Let's get home and smelt up this bronze. Ooh, the trees are turning colors and looking nice. But that's also a little scary because winter is coming, as they say. But I will say, I do like this Falx. It is definitely a stronger weapon, so I'm really, really glad that I made it. Ah, I left all my molds outside. That is annoying. And we got a temporal storm. It's a light temporal storm, but I can't do my casting that I wanted to do. These things are most inconvenient. Ooh, I got my anvil cast. I've got the anvil mold, though I had to like poke a hole in the wall and sneak it in between drifters coming by. But anyway, let's see how much cassiterite we actually got. I have a feeling it's a lot. Huh, that's interesting. It says 10 units of 10, but it's only giving me 2 nuggets. Well, I guess that's 5 units each. I guess that's as much as the copper, but okay. So we got 140-ish, which should honestly be enough tin to be able to make that at least anyway. So before we actually get the fire going, we want to make sure and put in enough material to see what it's going to say up here. So if we put in, say 64 of this, and then we play around with the ingredients, the bronze tin needs 10% of this to be 10. So actually, if I have 220, I should only need 22. Okay, 20, and this will create 1024 units of 10 bronze, which is more than I need. I only need 900 for the thing. All right, see how I'm playing around with it to get the total number of units down? This is what I'm after. So I'm going to keep playing around with this until we get this number to be closer to 900. All right, there we go. It says 900 units of 10 bronze. I decided to break out the math. We want only 10% of this to be 10 bronze. And so I made 18 units of this, which is 5 units each, so for a total of 90 units here, or 10%, and the rest over here is 162. So there's actually a bit of flexibility in the recipe for 10 bronze, 8 to 12% of 10, and 88 to 92% of copper. So I think I'm going to play around with this a little bit. I think I can do away with 1 copper ingot or nugget and replace it with a unit of copper. And I wonder if I can keep going. I wonder if I can do away with another. Yes. Since the 10 is so precious right now, I'm going to keep doing this. Let's keep taking away 1 unit of 10 and adding 1 unit of copper so that I can get to still maintain that magic ratio. Nope, that's too much. That's too much. All right. Well, that is my golden recipe. We need 165 and 15. I'll have to try to remember that. 165 and 15 to get to our 900 units of 10 bronze. Although honestly, I highly doubt that I will ever be making 900 units of 10 bronze again, because, well, I'm only probably going to be using this anvil, or at least I'm probably only going to be casting this anvil once. But we are on the way, and this is an epic moment. This is going to take a while though, because this is a lot to smelt. So this process is going to take even more time than it normally does for just a cast tool. But we're there, and it's starting to move along. Yay, I am so excited to get here. I'm so glad to have finally been able to complete this quest. It's my own personal quest, yes, and I could have done other things before doing this, yes, but it was my goal, and I'm glad to have finally finished it. It's going to be so great to unlock all of those forged items once I get it done. But yeah, it was a long road to go, but I am really, really glad that I did it. And here we are, finally. We have our crucible loaded with 900 units of metal, which is exactly what the anvil mold takes. Let's fill it up. This is going to take a little bit of time. The sound and animation finished, but the numbers are still going up. Let's hope that I didn't lose any like I did. No, 900. It's all there. Success! We're finally done. It's finally done. Well, except for the cooling part. But I will say this about the game. Reaching milestones like this is a real challenge, and you've got to work hard for it. Yes, it's kind of frustrating at times, but once you actually achieve it, man, does it feel good. This game really, really makes it feel good to complete these milestones like this. And I am so glad to have finally made it. So, say what you want about the game, about it being too hard and stuff like that. I mean, nobody's really said that in my comments, but you know, you might be thinking it. Oh, it's too hard. But I will say, the reward of feeling good when you actually get something done, yeah, that is 100% there and feels really good. And it's a really great aspect of the game. And so I feel like that is a good stopping point for this episode. So tell me what you think in the comments. Did I make the right choice by going for 10 and ignoring the copper stuff for so long? I feel like I've been stuck in the Stone Age for such a long time. I'm not really going to know what to do with myself now that I have access to the higher tier materials. But anyway, leave me a comment down below. I really want to hear what you have to say. Also, leave me a comment for what you think I might be able to do with my house here. I think it's time to upgrade. I don't really just want to replace the dirt with cobblestone, but honestly, I don't know what else to do. A builder, I am not. I'm very much a function first person. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed watching me on this journey as I scrambled and fought tooth and nail to get here. So until next time, remember, be excellent to each other. I'm out.